personalities, we the parents, we notice that. So Abubakar is, I'll say, one of the one that he never say no to you. When he asks something, if you say no, even if he doesn't like it, he will never reply to it. He will just say, okay. At least, know his facial expression, his emotions or anything, he knows how to handle it. Not only at home, with his parents, with his family, brothers and sisters, but at school as well. So he's mastered those skills to be able to handle his emotions. He has mastered the skills for psychological safety, and he's very resilient. Abubakar is very resilient, very well organized. Since he was in elementary school, Abubakar, you never tell him to do his homeworks. He know when to do things. He has his own plans. I'll say a lot of things about Abubakar, but one of the things that amazes me about Abubakar is his heart. He's very social, giving, and he takes care of his younger ones, very close to his old brother. I'm going to tell a quick story here. So Abubakar was the top of his school. So at the school, for the speech, for the graduation stuff, they select a few students to submit some essays for the speech and all of that. So he was selected for that. He has one of his friends who really, a wonderful student as well. He was one of those 3 kids, including Abubakar, that they asked for that. So Abubakar was selected, but because that kid is his best friend at school, what he did, he just declined the offer and told the school that he'd rather have his friend do it. So that's the type of person he is. He really wanted to do it, but because of, how his friend really wanted that, he gave it to his friend. Then when I asked him, I didn't even know he did that. I was very excited because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come in front of over 500 students, come and give a speech, because you are one of the best, and that's an opportunity of a lifetime. It goes in the school history and all of that. So I was very excited. But when he told me he already gave it to his friend, I said, that's fine. So that's the type of person he is. So he's the one that he cares, as I said, not only about his family, but his friend. At work, he was doing a small work, a part-time work, 3 days a week, 4 hours as a senior in school. Few times, he's been the employee of the month. He got raised twice in this school year. He got raises there. The employees were so pleased with Abubakar. He never missed his work. Even Abubakar is tight. He doesn't want to miss work because he's already on the schedule. Once he's on the schedule, he doesn't want to miss that. So he's the type of person, you see how dedicated he is. Not only for his school, his academic achievement speaks to itself, 4.5 GPA, right? He applied to about 15 top schools in the country. And he was able to get into 13 or 14 of them accepted. And he has scholarship from all of those schools. These are all top schools. It was a deep, challenging choice for us because he got into all those schools with good scholarship. So it was a hard choice for us to figure out which school to go to. So we talked. He did his homework about all these schools. When I sat with Abubakar to make a decision which school he wanted to go to. He has all the statistics about these schools. A well-defined PowerPoint. I looked at it. I had no further questions. Everything was in front of us. All the data. So it was easy for us to make decision. So that's the type of student he is. I'm not going to talk about his academic achievement because we are not here to celebrate anything. We are here to appreciate the Almighty for what he has done so far. And I know this is a journey. It's a roadmap. This is just a small win, graduating from high school in Heritage, a wonderful school, and being, the top of the top. And you're going to a very challenging school. He's going to Case Western, for those who know what that school is. It's a very challenging school, so a lot of challenges ahead, but I have no doubt Abubakar will be very successful because he's a very resilient boy, very, very resilient. So I know for sure, I have no doubt on that. From an academic point of view, I talked about his personality. My main thing is those values from home. I know he's going to follow those. I never tell him to pray. Abubakar never misses his prayers. Fajr, always on time. He gets back from school. The first thing he does is do his prayer. So when it comes to academic, I'm not worried. When it comes to personality and character and family values, culture, I'm not worried. So that's why every time I talked about Abubakar, I'll say Alhamdulillah, I'll thank the Almighty. So that's what he is. I just want to let you know that we love you so much, man. Thank you. So Ibrahim, I don't know what to say about him because any word that I say is not enough. He's the first child and he's a role model to these kids. Everything they do, before they come to me, they reach out to Ibrahim for advice. So he's been there every moment, every challenge. Sometimes that psychological safety, they rather talk to Ibrahim rather than talking to me. So Ibrahim, I know you are the first. It's always challenging. I'm always on top of you for everything. I'm tough on you. But that toughness, I know you've carried that on you. And you are a leader in this family. I very well appreciate everything you do for your siblings. I'm proud of you. Everything you're doing in college, I know Allah is with you and you'll do just fine. I'm very proud of you. So now, I'm gonna pause for a minute because everything I said at the beginning about family values, academic achievement for the kids, every single word that I said, none of that would have happened if someone is not there. And we all know who that someone is. It is my lovely wife here, Hajamal. What can I explain? So it's not just the kids. If I'm standing in front of you today saying these words, it's because I have a strong woman behind me. Every achievement that these kids have done so far, it would never have happened if it wasn't for her. So I don't like praising, but I just want to say we all love you. We love you so much. May Allah continue to protect you. Allah said in the Quran, as a wife, if you listen to your husband and be humble and do what your husband said, the doors of Jannah are widely open to you. So, if anyone, as the husband, I can tell you that the doors of Jannah are widely open for you. Because you do just what the Quran says. You never say no to me. You do everything that a husband is looking forward to for a wife. Not only for me, for the children, for my mom who's been with us for over a decade now. So I am so proud of you and I love you. I thank the Almighty Allah to give us long life so that we can see our children through this roadmap that they are through, so that one day as older parents we can reflect back and say, yes, I wish we can walk the same path again, over and over and over again. So I love you, we care about you. Thank you so much for everything you do. We wouldn't be here again today if I wasn't lucky enough to have you as my wife. My mom is here. She's been with us for over a decade now. She came, Ibrahim was little. All the rest of them were born while she was here. She raised me. She came here, stayed with the family, and involved with the family. All the values that I talked about, it's because she was there in the family. Her wisdom that she carried on me, she passed that on to these kids, advising me and my wife what it means to be a good wife. What she was for my father, she wanted my wife to even be better than what she was. She took her like a daughter, telling her everything. So if Mali is successful in doing what she did as a wife, following all the values and everything, the doors of Jannah are open for him because of what she did for me. Allah said in the Quran, as a man, the doors of Jannah for you is your mom. So I'm very blessed. For almost 15 years, my mom has been with us. Alhamdulillah, we can never pay back a mom. When your mom, no matter what you do, you can never pay it back. But I'm very blessed to have her in our family and try to do as much as I can for her, so that those doors of Jannah can be open for me as well. I pray that Allah continue to keep her among us, give her long life and a healthy life. I love you, Mom. Are my in-laws, Alaji Ba, Alaji Ibrahim Ba. No matter what I say, I lost my dad before meeting Hajjamali for marriage. When I wanted to get married, one thing that my family, my parents, was looking forward to. It's not the woman that I wanted to marry, but the family that she's coming from. That's what they were looking for. And alhamdulillah, with God's guidance, the du'as that my parents made and all of that, I came to this country as a student, and Allah guided me all the way to this family, Mr. Ba's family. And I was lucky enough to meet her Jamali and marry her. It's a blessing. I cannot ask anything else in this life than having my in-laws as my in-laws. They've been there each and every step of the way. I'm very comfortable. I call my father-in-law. I can call him any minute, any moment. Sometimes I even say, he tells me stuff when it comes to advice and all of that, that probably he doesn't even tell his own children. That's how close we are, and that's how comfortable and lucky I am to have him as my father-in-law. So Allah Jarama, all the advices, all the support, all the du'as that you make each and every day for this family, may Allah continue to bless you, give you long life, and keep you among us for years to come. And next is my mother-in-law, Haja Jenaba. So this one, so these kids here, so if anything, I think beyond, after their mom, there is no one else that took care of them than the mom here. I talk to her all the time. Her advices, everything that she not only does for me, but the advices, the stuff that we talk about, are keeping me focused, talking about faith, family values, and everything. She's there each and every second. If I have stuff to talk about, I sometimes even skip my mom in most cases and call her to talk about family matters and things like that. And she's always there to give advice, give support. If I'm a resilient person today, I think I am, it's because she's always behind us, reminding us that for every challenge, for every difficulty, if you keep doing it, there is ease at the end. So today, if we are standing in front of you guys today, it's because of those reminders that we always have coming from her. So we are very blessed to have you in our life. May Allah continue to bless you, give you a long life, and keep you longer among us. And next is Mom Hajjajarium. As we say, you know, in Africa, as Muslims, you are in a family. So the dad is here, and you have your two moms. If you look at Muslim families, the reason why we are able to sustain our values and be able to navigate life in any situations that we are in is because we have two people who care about you, who want you to be successful, making sure that giving you advices, each of them on their own way, so that you'll be successful. I don't know how much time she's always talking to her Jamali. If I call her, we talk, always talking about. She's very big in religion. She's very big in culture. She's very big in the Fula tradition. So for that, all those advices and everything, all the du'as, when I call her on the phone, the first thing she will do is du'a. And there is nothing powerful in the Quran. The person who makes du'as for you is the person that loves you the most. And she does that constantly. Every time we call her, the first thing she will do is make du'as. May Allah accept all your du'as. May Allah give you long life. May Allah keep you long among us. So with that, that's everyone on the table here. These are the people that have been in our life. And as I said, we are so blessed, so blessed to have them in our life. The moms, the grandparents. It's not everyone has that chance to see their grandchildren go through this journey, achieve these small wins, and it's a blessing.
First things first, I just want to say thank you everyone for coming. I know we have people from New Jersey, Atlanta, Maryland, Texas, all across the map. So I'm just wanting to say thank you everyone for coming. Every single one of you guys have been a part of this journey, and I just want to say how glad I am to see so many familiar faces. It's been a long 13 years, 18 years since you guys all know me. So I just really appreciate all of you guys coming out tonight. As you guys know, I don't like speaking much, but I'm gonna try my best to pay attention and try to get through the speech without just cutting to the end. So, as many of you know, when applying to colleges, you're asked to write a personal statement essay. So basically a short essay where you're supposed to reflect on a moment that shaped who you are. For mine, I decided to write about my name, Abubakar. It was a name I used to carry with hesitation, and most people couldn't pronounce, and some of you guys still might not be able to spell to this day. But in my essay, I focus on how that name shaped me and how I now carry that name with confidence, how it carries culture, how it carries experience, and how it carries a legacy that I plan to further on in my future. But in that essay, I focused so much on my first name, I almost completely overlooked the one that carried the most weight in my entire life, which is my last name, Ba. Ba is the name of my grandparents that are all here today, who are basically celebrities in Guinea and Sierra Leone, and throughout their generosity and legacy. It's the name of my parents who built their lives from the ground up, chasing excellence and a strong foundation for all 4 of their children. It's the name of my siblings, each one of them who've carved out a name for themselves in their own respects, whether it's academics, whether it's their personality, whether they're on the track field, whether it's on, oh, Mukhtar's not here, but you guys met Mukhtar already. You guys know how Mukhtar is. But at the end of the day, Ba is the most important name in my life. I want to focus specifically on my older brother, as he was the one who came before me, and I'm the one who spent a lot of time chasing his legacy. By the time I walked into high school, the Ba legacy had already been set and been well established. My older brother, Ibrahim, as he's sitting right here, he had the AP courses, he had the extracurriculars, he had the awards. He basically set a name for himself and set a bar that I had to chase. Remember the teachers just looking down at the roster, seeing my last name Ba, and me just saying, oh, you're Ibrahim's younger brother. It basically just meant that you have a lot of shoes to fill. The bar had been set, and I was ready to do everything in my power to reach that bar. After my freshman year, my older brother graduated. I felt alone at one point, and I decided to do all I thought I could do, which is basically prove everybody right that I could, in fact, carry on the Ba legacy and do what I was supposed to do. I stocked on AP courses, joined clubs, joined extracurriculars, did more athletics, just as their expectations, as I thought that's what I needed to do to prove who I am. Freshman year had been easy, so I thought my sophomore year would be even easier. And I remember walking into my first AP class, AP Government and Politics, with one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Hatch. I had both me and my older brother, assuming that this is going to be super easy and this is going to be another walk in the park. Fortunately, I got humbled really fast. 2 weeks in, we took our first quiz on the Constitution, and due to my lack of studying habits at the time, I went in thinking it was going to be super easy and I didn't have to think much of it. One day later, we got our quizzes back, and I'm not proud of saying this grade out loud, and I'm glad that the test replaced it, but I just remember seeing a big, bold 42% at the top of my page. It was big, red, and loud, and I just remember looking at this like, I don't know how I'm going to show this to my parents, how I'm going to chase my brother with this type of grade. My teacher pulled me aside at the end of class, and his words spoke to me to this day. He said, "I don't know what happened, but I expect better, especially with your last name. Just saying, Ibrahim would never let himself get a grade like this." In the moment, I smiled, I nodded, and I laughed it off, but it stuck with me. Now, I'm not trying to say that I just spent my entire high school years trying to chase my older brother's accomplishments, and it is an effort to make him feel guilty about making me feel bad. But I still do look up to him as a role model, and my goal in high school was for academic achievement and personal fulfillment. The point I was trying to make is that with success comes pressure, and I found myself experiencing several different types of pressure throughout my high school. Whether it was pushing myself to become a better athlete, pushing myself to get better grades, pushing myself to come out of my shell and make new friends, pushing myself to want to initiate service projects, or just pushing myself to be a better me. I experienced pressure, and it's something that we should all experience in our lives. We as people have some sort of negative connotation regarding pressure, as if that having pressure just means stress or unfulfilled expectations. However, this can't be further from the truth in my own opinion. Pressure doesn't weigh us down, it builds us up. So it makes goals into diamond, and it's the driving force that pushes us to be better every single day. High school didn't just teach me facts and dates, it taught me patience, it taught me resilience, and it taught me how to create my own story. I'm fully aware that I'm nowhere near done with my academic journey, as I plan to go to Case Western and major in biomolecular engineering on the pre-med track. And I'm aware that I might have this figured out yet. I'm still learning every single day, and with patience, support, faith, relentless efforts, and I plan on climbing the ladder of success alongside the bodies that came before me, including my mom, my dad, my older brother, my younger sister, my younger brother, and all my grandparents. So, as I climb that ladder of success alongside the bodies that came before me and the bodies that are following suit, I just want to let everybody know that don't be afraid to come out of your shell. Don't be afraid to experience pressure, as at the end of the day, that's what's going to be the driving force for success in your life. Graduating high school is just the first chapter of my story, and as I step into this next one, I promise to remain focused, prepared, and committed to continuing this legacy, and proving that Ba will continue to stay triumphant. Thank you once again, and I would really appreciate all of you guys coming out today. Thank you.
Hello. It's good. First off, I want to thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate my brother. I want to start off by saying, when people ask me about my earliest memory, I don't usually think of my early birthdays or my first day of kindergarten. Instead, my mind usually drifts to May 4th, 2007. I remember walking down the long white hallway of Nationwide Children's Hospital with the weight of my dad's hand in mine as I braced myself for the surprise behind the hospital door. And then I saw him, my little brother, wrapped in blankets and barely awake. He had no idea that by just being there, he had already changed the course of my life. In that moment, something in me shifted. The world felt wider, and my place in it felt more defined. I wasn't just a son or a spoiled grandchild anymore. I'd be given a new title of older brother. And while I couldn't articulate it then, I somehow knew that this wasn't a small title, but something that would shape how I saw the world and how I carried myself within it. Not because it gave me someone to guide, but it gave me a purpose. From the beginning, Abubakar and I couldn't have been more different. He was charismatic, athletic, effortlessly funny, and the kind of person people naturally gravitated towards. As for me, I was cautious, always watching him with awe, trying to understand how someone younger than me could move throughout the world with so much ease. Funny enough, I looked up to him long before he looked up to me. I've learned endless things from Abubakar, but what sticks to me the most is his confidence and his trust within himself. Growing up close in age, Bibi and I were rarely apart. We joined the same sports, enrolled in the same clubs, sat in the same classrooms. But even in all that closeness, he always stood out. There was something about him that always moved with such confidence, ease, and presence. While the rest of us worked hard to find ourselves, Abubakar had the ultimate trust within himself. I often think back to Sundays at Islamic school, where I remember sitting in the back of the room quietly reciting to myself, trying to memorize. For me, perfection was the goal, and anything else felt like a failure. Abubakar, he would sit there calmly, wait for his name to be called, and when it was his turn, he'd stand and recite. He didn't hesitate, he did not shrink himself. He trusted that he was always enough. And at that time, I assumed it was just natural to him. But over these years, I've realized it wasn't about ease, it was about believing in oneself. He didn't carry the fear of being wrong or the weight of needing to prove anything. His confidence didn't come from performance or outside sources, but from within himself. This type of self-confidence is a rarity, where people spend their entire lives seeking this type of confidence. But for Abubakar, it's intrinsic. To this day, it's what I admire about him most, which is why this day feels so full circle for me. Seeing the same person who gave me the title of older brother, now stepping into his own adulthood, is emotional in many ways I didn't expect. People often talk about older brothers as role models and people to look up to, and while I've never had one myself, Abubakar has always been that for me. He's the one person who knows me better than anyone else, often even better than myself, and considering that my very first memory includes him, it's as though I've never lived a day without him. While I would have loved to have him at Washi with me, the truth is Abubakar has always carved his own path. I've never doubted that he would walk with immense clarity and humility. So as he steps onto this next chapter, I hope he knows that he's exactly where he's supposed to be. Even on the days that feels uncertain, I hope he remembers that his way of moving throughout the world is not just admirable, but extraordinary. And more than anything, I hope he knows how proud I am of him. I love you, Abubakar.
Hear me? Okay, so let's just get this out of the way first. I did not really want to do this speech. I really did consider faking a headache and laying on the floor, and so my mom forgot that I had to do a speech. But apparently that doesn't work, so here I am. If you know me, I'm the one who procrastinates a lot. I leave stuff till the last second, overthink everything, and somehow just pull it off. Barely. But Abubakar, he's the chill one, nothing really gets to him. He just stays calm, minds his business, and sometimes always knows what to do. I've always admired that, even if I don't say it out loud. He's been the one there in my life, always steady, always there whenever I needed advice. Someone to back me up, or someone to just say, you'll be fine, even when I obviously was not fine. He was there. And don't forget, I have not forgotten anything, because remember back in the old house when you kicked me out of our room? I acted mad, but honestly that was technically your room before it was mine. So, fair enough. The truth is, Abubakar has always been real with me, no fake stuff, no pretending. He just shows up and tells it like it is, and somehow makes everything feel a little more manageable, even when I drive him crazy, and I know I do. He still comes through. So yeah, thank you for everything. Congrats, Abubakar.
Fortunately, how Allah planned it, we have two of our sisters today who have young people graduating. No one will cede the dates to the other because they've already pre-planned. So we're divided. The other half went to Hajj Zainab to start, and we're gonna swap. The other half are here. So we have to do this presentation so we can drive across town to go support the other person, and the other half will come here. If all of us will come here, the other place will be empty. I'm just trying to give you a pretext of where it seems like we're interrupting things. On behalf of Triangle Muslim Sisters, Abubakar, congratulations. May Allah continue to propel you to higher horizons. Never forget what your parents teach you. That will carry you miles like you will not even believe. May Allah bless this family. Okay. All right. So on behalf of your sisters, this is for you. It's nothing. It's small. We love you. May Allah keep us together in the name of faith. May Allah bless us all. May Allah, for those of us who've already done this, for those of you behind us, I hope your children get the opportunity for you to say what the parents said about their sons. That's all we're praying for, in the name of Allah. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sharing Muslim sisters, I know today we have a conflict. You guys have to go to another event. I had a speech to say thank you guys to you guys. I'll just say it now. Thank you all so much. May Allah bless and reward you all. Thank you all for making time to be here and celebrate with us. We really, really appreciate. When I moved to North Carolina, I needed to find a community. I walked in, I'm like, I've been in so many other communities. I want to be in a Muslim Jama'ah. When something happened to me, I have my Muslim sisters, my Jama'ah, that are here to support me. And we originally started this group from one and only Auntie Aisatu. We created a group at our house. I wasn't expecting her to be here. It's a surprise. So this is a blessed surprise. Allah won't plan it this way, because we created Triangle Muslim Sister at your house. We did the first Eid. The purpose of the group is to do Eid and give to the community, and that's what we've been doing. I wanted to give back in the community, and this is a way for me to support the community. So thank you all so much for coming, and thank you all for cooking. I have a special thank you all for everyone that cooked, prepared food, helped out with decoration. I can go on and on. So call each and everybody out just Triangle Muslim Sisters. Speaker here has said everything, so thank you all for the gift. I really appreciate it. May Allah reward you guys and know where it comes from. It means a lot to me for you guys to even be here. That's really means a lot. I know it's a lot today to have 2 events in North Carolina, but you guys made the point to be here. But I know you guys are running, but you will not leave this event without eating. So the buffet is open, especially for Triangle Muslim sisters to go get their food so they can head out. And then we can continue the buffet. Dinner will be starting in 10 minutes. So please, if you guys don't mind, wait and have dinner before you leave. It means a lot to me for you guys to at least eat before you leave. So Jama, assalamu alaikum, thank you. And may Allah reward you guys well.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. One similarity that me and my brother here have is that we're not the best at public speaking, so I'll keep this short and sweet. So I just wanted to tell you that I'm genuinely so proud of you, of how far you've come and how you've overcome obstacles throughout your high school journey. Like how you had to get surgery, yet you still kept up with your grades and attendance. I really look up to you. You've worked hard, made mistakes, grown from them, and been a role model for everyone around you. You may or may not have noticed this, but I've been watching and learning from you since the day I could walk. From teaching me how to find Nick Jr. on our tiny TV back in Ohio, to helping me make decisions, whether it's about what classes to take or what outfits I should wear, you've always been there to guide me. Now, as we both turn the page into becoming freshmen, we can be there for each other and share our experience. We can take this new chapter one step at a time. You and all our older cousins and family members here to support you today have set the bar higher than it could ever be, and I know you're going to keep doing great things. I wish you the best on your journey, and I know for a fact you'll be successful in the long run. Thank you, everyone.
And thank you all for being here. So before I even start, after thanking Allah, alhamdulillah for everything, I want to thank my amazing husband for all your support, your leadership, for your leadership, your prayers, your dua. If you have a praying husband, somebody that will make dua for you, that's the best gift you can get in this world. He genuinely make and pray for me and pray for the kids. I'm thankful for that. Thank you for your leadership. If you don't have a strong foundation, the house is gonna fall. I'm blessed and thankful that I have a strong foundation, very, very strong. So alhamdulillah, may Allah continue to bless us, guide us, protect us. May Allah continue to bless these kids. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't do anything without you. You're the direction, you're the roadmap, you're the everything. So thank you for your leadership. I love you so much. Yeah.
congratulations, because this is a very big achievement. The college you got into as well is a very great college. And by hearing everything that your parents have been saying and reflecting on everything that you've done, we know that you're a very great person. You're going to do great things in college and also outside of college in the future.
Thank you so much. Yeah, like what Emily said, we're really proud. Like, good job, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, we love you, and I hope you do great things in college and in the future.
Yes. And have fun.